Hello everyone, I hope everything is going well with you all. If you saw on my channel recently, I went up to the Texas State Railroad and filmed FP9A number 125 running, and in said video, I said I would go back up to see Tremont Gulf No.30 running. So about a week ago, I did just that, and what a show number 30 displayed. Built in 1923, number 30 ran on a short line called the Tremont Gulf Railway in Louisiana, carrying mainly forestry and oil products from the town of Winfield to Tremont and West Monroe. Number 30 would continue to run on the line until May 1954, when she was sold to the Magma Arizona Railroad, renumbering her to number 7, along with lowering her headlight and moving her ball forward of the smokestack. On her new home, she would carry copper, minerals, and local freight from the Magma copper mine, traveling across the desert to the Southern Pacific Interchange at Superior. In 1962, film studio M.G.M. needed an engine for their upcoming movie How the West Was Won, and asked the railroad if they could use her, to which they agreed. For the film, she was modified with a cap stack slipped over her shotgun stack, and her tender was made to be more rectangular using sheets of plywood, with a thick pile of coal on top. She was also relettered and renumbered to the fictional Verde and Rio Grande Railroad. She was used in the last segment of the film Outlaws in the climactic chase scene and shootout. After filming, she was renumbered and repainted back to her original railroad livery and went back to work. After 44 years of revenue service, she made her final run for the railroad on June 10, 1967, and she was put on static display with an uncertain future. In 1974, Ed McLathley was looking for another engine to run on the new Texas State Railroad, so he went to Superior, Arizona to inspect number 7 to see if it was in good enough condition for restoration. She was, and on May 6, 1974, the railroad purchased her, and the difficult process began, bringing her to Texas. It was decided that number 7 and her tender would be placed on 2 flat cars, to which she would be taken by the Southern Pacific Railroad to Texas. The loading process was difficult, being over 100 degrees, which it took about 14 days for her to be fully loaded and tied down onto the flatbeds. Finally, on June 28, 1974, behind 2 Baldwin diesels that replaced her, she took her final trip down the Magma Arizona rails to her new home in Texas. She arrived in Houston at the Han and Clay Machine and Boy Works, being completely rebuilt from the ground up. The restoration process took about 5 years, with her being fully completed and repainted to Texas State Railroad number 400 and steamed for the first time since 1976. Arriving on 2 separate truck beds, she finally made it to her new home on April 27, 1978, on the Texas State Railroad rails. She was put into service and ran passenger trains up and down the line along with the other steamers. During her early years on the line, she was used in the film industry once again, appearing in the 1982 TV movie The Long Summer of George Adams. And in 2000, she was chosen to be part of Robbie Knievel's train jump at the Texas State Railroad.
Picture perfect. Now watch this again. You just gotta watch this. I'm still amazed. Look at. He's off. Whoa! Robbie Knievel is gone.
Flawless.
In 1996, the Federal Railroad Administration ordered that every active steam engine to be overhauled and inspected every 1,000 days. Number 400 took her final run on June 22, 2002, where she would spend the next 12 years sitting outside the shops in Rusk. In 2012, number 201 Flu was very close to expiring, and the railroad needed another steam engine to run trains to help number 300. The railroad decided that number 400 was the best candidate and formed a group of volunteers to finish the restoration, and also repainted back to her Magma Arizona livery, and ran under its own power in April 2014. In 2017, she was then again reverted to her original Tremont Gulf livery, with her original number being number 30. As of now, she is the only operating steam engine on the line, running the tourist trains and occasional photo charters. When I arrived at Palestine, number 30 was already at the platform, with people taking photos all around the engine. As the train was getting ready to depart, I headed out to the first crossing. only just arriving. I got some footage of number 30 arriving in Rusk. One thing I should mention is that number 30 had Texas and Pacific's 316's 3-chime whistle instead of her Hancock 3-chime whistle. I don't know the reason why to the change. Maybe the other one was being fixed, or they just did it just for fun. I don't know. But just something cool to know. After the hour layover, number 30 headed back down the line to Palestine. I wasn't able to get number 30 arriving at Palestine, but I made up for it with some filming of number 30 and number 7 switching about after the end of the trip. In conclusion, I had a good time again at the Texas State Railroad with my first time train chasing a steam engine, along with meeting a lot of nice people while filming. Links to their socials will be in the description. I hope you all enjoyed watching it as I enjoyed making, because this might be the last rail fanning video for a while as far as I'm aware. But if that changes, follow me on my socials to where I'll post updates on projects. Thanks y'all for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.